Let's jump into this. Getting back into the Nuzlocke. If I recall, we made it to Cinnabar last stream. Left Professor Oak's lab, rested comfortably at home, arrived in Cinnabar, departed the research lab for the next destination, and then I think we just saved it, yeah. Saved it at the Pokemon Center. So, we've started... I don't know why I have Beetle out. That's probably not the best idea. I am going to swap some Pokemon. Real quick, like. It's not that I think Beetle is a bad idea, because I do know... So we're at the Pokemon Mansion, right? We're on Cinnabar, we gotta go through that, and then we can fight Blaine. Just trying to figure out why I would have Beetle leading off instead of using Pokemon that I'm actually intending to use against Blaine. But I guess that'll be a question for another day. So our main goal tonight, we want to get Hylux leveled, we want to get Clubman maybe, if we can, because Blaine, the level cap is 47. Huayra's at level 40, so we have some levels that we can experiment with there too. I believe we already caught our Pokemon here. Let me get this pulled up. 1 second, guys. Let me pull up Nuzlocke tracker. I think we caught... No, we didn't catch Paris. What did we catch? What did we catch? I know we caught something here. I just don't remember what it was. As far as Paris, what did we catch? Coughing. We caught Coughing here. That's what we caught. We nicknamed it Pinto. So let's fight some mob Pokemon and raise our Pokemon. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. It's officially the weekend. Friday night. Olympic opening ceremonies were today. I'm a little... I don't think sad is quite the right word for it. I will be a little bit nostalgic for the Olympics. I do not have cable, intentionally. I didn't really use it a whole lot. You know, it was just money I was spending for no reason. So I don't have cable, which means I don't have any way to watch the Olympics. I know I could get, like, Peacock or whatever, but eh. I do like the Olympics. I do like watching the Olympics. Good old USA pride, you know. So I will miss getting to watch those for the next 2.5, 3 weeks. But that's alright. I mean, I guess I could always... There are always ways out there to watch it. I just don't think I care that much to look. But it makes me... It makes me very nostalgic for years gone by. Hey, Pokemon Mansion is my least favorite Kanto dungeon. How you doing, Fox? Welcome on in. I really do not remember a lot about it. It's been a long time since I've played through Fire Red. Like, I think when I borrowed Fire Red, I think it was like right after. Well, it might have been right after, like, it was right after it came out. So it's been a long time since I've played through Fire Red, so I really don't remember much. We'll see what happens with it. But I'm nostalgic. It makes me nostalgic for the '08 Olympics, especially. That particular year, my family. When I say my family, I mean my immediate family, which would have been my parents and my 2 brothers and my sister, who was young at the time. We all got together with my grandma and grandpa and 2 of my aunts and uncles, and then all of my cousins on the one side of the family. Well, I say the one side of the family. It's my aunt and uncle and their 6 kids. I guess it should be more specific. We all got together and had a vacation together. Got a whole huge house and spent a week up in the mountains and had a good time. And part of what we did was we watched the Olympics. That was when the Wii had just come out earlier, so we didn't have one yet. And my uncle brought his with him, and we did like, oh yeah, I forget about these whole Switch things. Gotta unlock the doors everywhere. But so we watched the Olympics, and we watched Michael Phelps set the Olympic record for the most gold medals in a single Olympics. We watched all 3 of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies that were out at the time. We watched, we played Wii bowling and had Wii bowling tournaments, which was another fun memory of mine because my younger brother, I think, had been going to my aunt and uncle's house, different aunt and uncle, and they had a Wii, and so he had been playing Wii Sports. Like, he was actually pretty good at the time, and you know, it was the rest of us. It was like our first time to actually get to play. But so he was mowing people down left and right, and I managed to do good enough to beat my competition. And then we got to the final round, and it was me and him, and I think one of my other cousins, if I remember right, maybe 2, but for sure 1. And that game, my brother just absolutely collapsed, and I figured it out enough to put together a pretty good run, and I beat him, and he was just so upset, and I mean, like, crying, bawling, upset. Now granted, this was 08, so my brother would have been like 11 maybe, and you know, especially beating everybody else in the family up to that point, like, he was very proud of himself and just fell apart. Couldn't stand up to the pressure, and you know, good times, good memories. But you know, it's been years gone by. So, Fox, are you gonna watch any Olympics? Do you have any plans to try to catch anything on TV? I was just saying that I probably won't because I don't have cable or any NBC affiliated streaming service. I should get, I'm sure Peacock probably has a free trial going on right now. I should get it. I'm not going to, but I should. No Olympics for me. Never watched any of them ever. I'm definitely more partial to the Winter Olympics, or the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics. I do like the Winter Olympics though. Winter Olympics, you know, I just have all these Olympic stories. The Winter Olympics especially, like, I thought it was cool one year. And I think I've told this story on stream before, but I'll tell it again just because we're talking about the Olympics. But the Winter Olympics, I thought it was cool that I want to say it was like Indonesia, or it was one of these like Asian countries that just is very hot all the time. It wasn't the Philippines, but it was near there. I'm fairly certain it was like Indonesia, Myanmar, maybe, I don't remember. But they were doing a story on one of the athletes from that country that was in the Winter Olympics, and he was doing cross-country skiing, which was incredible just on its own because that country did not have, you know, mountains with snow. Like, they never got cold weather. And so the way the dude trained was he would essentially rollerblade around town. Like, he got these rollerblades that had skis outfitted on them, and then he just had skiing poles and would go rollerblading through town, and, you know, trained and made it to the Olympics. Like, did well enough that he made it to the Olympics. So, like, shout out to him for that. But I thought that was cool as a 12-year-old kid. That somebody could train for the Winter Olympics using rollerblades. And I'm like, man, if that dude can do it, I can do it. And so I started doing that around my neighborhood. I would just roller skate and, or rollerblade rather, and use just these couple sticks that I found. And then, you know, one of the kids that, I feel like I've told this actually pretty recently, maybe a couple months ago. but one of the kids was older kids. He was not a bully by any means, but they were just, like messing with me, and so they took away my ski pole sticks, and I was yelling at them, and they finally decided they were going to give them back to me, and so the dude took the skiing poles and just chucked them up in the air. Well, he chucked them straight up. It was a cold day. It was like February, March, somewhere in there, so the weather was not great. You're just out of the house because we're tired of being cooped up, and he chucked it up in the air, and it was a windy day, and did not chuck it towards me, just chucked it straight up, and it went in the air, and the wind caught it, and it blew it and landed on this lady's hood of her truck. And so the lady was watching because I had been yelling at that point, and they were just whatever, so she'd been watching out her window, so she saw them do that and immediately came out just yelling. She called the cops, and so everybody else took off, and I took off as well, and not even thinking. My house was at the end of the street. I went the opposite way from my house and tried to hide behind this tree, and the cops showed up, and I'm standing there, and it wasn't even a big tree, it was a little pine tree, and I'm sitting there trying to hide behind this pine tree, and they see me there, and they basically call me over, and the cop makes me get in the car with him, and we go driving around the neighborhood because I told him what happened, and I told him where the other kids lived and whatever, and they would not answer the door. But so then he goes and takes me back to my house, and my mom comes out and sees me getting out of the cop car, and just starts. She did not get into it in front of the cop or in front of me. She told me to go in the house, but then I could see my mom outside, just so upset at the police officer for making me get in his car. And she came back inside, and she's like, "Don't you ever get in a car with a stranger. I don't care if it's a police officer. You don't know that man. You don't know what he's like. Don't you ever get in a car with him." Oh, crap. Oh, my goodness. That's what I was worried about, folks. That right there. That is what has me panicked at this stage in the game. But so she flipped out on the cop. And then I got a nice talking to about, never trusting strangers and getting vehicles with them. So I will never forget that either. Good night. Good night, Mrs. Nintendo, bro. I love you. Lucky on surviving a critical self-destruct. Yeah, no joke. Especially one that I did not have full health going into it. Mama Nintendo, bro, don't trust no cops. I don't necessarily know if it was that. It was just more I was that age, and I will be very honest with you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was a pretty naive child growing up. I went to a private school, and so even the bad kids, quote unquote bad kids, were not bad by any means. I would be very hard pressed to say I had any bad influences in my life growing up. So between that, I wasn't exposed to a whole lot. So I'm just naive and thinking that, yeah, it's a cop. It's fine. He's, not gonna be a big deal. Who do we want our attack to go to? Better attack. I'm gonna give it to Huayra, just because I don't want to leave any stone unturned for Blaine. I don't think that we'll have a problem by the time we get through this. I don't think we're quite gonna get to max level, but that should be neither here nor there. But yeah, that's my fun Olympic story. I also remember that vacation house that I mentioned earlier. Did you revive a fossil for a Cinnabar encounter? Yes. I have not gotten it back though, because I don't remember how long you actually have to wait, if at all. I think I picked Kabuto. I don't think I picked Aerodactyl. It was either Aerodactyl or Kabuto. I'm pretty sure it was Kabuto though. Honestly, I'm probably gonna do both and just box one, but whatever. If you leave the room and walk back in, it's ready. Okay, so yeah, so then it's ready to go. I just have not gotten it yet. Seeing this Raticate using Hyper Fang is reminding me of my strat of how I beat Brock and just Hyper Fang the crap out of his Onix. But yeah, that vacation house was a good time. It had a sauna in it, And where we stayed at, like, the adults had the bedrooms upstairs. Well, hang on, let me take that back. It was a 3-story house, and the main floor had 1 bedroom, which I think might have been... No, my grandparents drove their motorhome, and they stayed in their motorhome there. One of the couples stayed in that bedroom. Then there was like 2 or 3 more bedrooms upstairs. I want to say it was 2. Because my cousins and I think my sister slept in one of the rooms upstairs, and my parents slept in another room. And then downstairs there was a big bedroom that had like 6 beds or something. That's where all of us boys stayed. And then there was like a game room, and then there was another bedroom which had an ensuite, which is where one of my aunt and uncle lived. The one that owned the Wii. That's where they not lived. That's where they stayed. And let's see. Let's do a rock throw. And then inside the bathroom there, the master bathroom that was attached to that, there was a sauna. Well, we had one of my cousins, the oldest of the guy cousins that I have. We had him convinced that the big room that we were sleeping in, there was a walk-in closet, and it essentially butted up to the sauna, or like the room where the sauna was at. But so we had him convinced, and I mean convinced, that there was a secret tunnel that you could go through to go to the sauna through the closet. And he actually went and looked for it. And he was like, 17, 18 years old. And so we poked fun at him for that the whole rest of the time. I remember we went mini golfing. We went mini golfing on that vacation too. And it was the gnarliest, gnarliest is not the right. Jankiest. Probably the jankiest mini golf I have. Let's freaking go, Hilux. Magnitude 10. It was probably the just like the most run down. It was the nastiest mini golf I've ever done. And it was not necessarily that like the golf course itself was like run down. I mean, it wasn't in great shape. It was like it was not one that got a lot of use by any means. But the part that made it nasty was the whole thing was just like covered, and I mean covered in goose poop. Like you could not putt without putting your ball into goose poop. And so trying to play through that, like it was, we had fun with it. We made the best of it, but it was definitely gross. All right, we got Hilux to level 40. That's good. We're gonna dig. We'll go get that Pokemon, because that'll put us to 40. We're gonna heal up too. I know the door is locked. I did not try to go in there. At least if I did, not intentionally. That was a good vacation. That was a really good vacation. That's one of the ones that I remember, really have fond memories. I remember going on vacation to Tennessee with my grandparents too. That was a good time. I remember like family vacations were the best. Good family vacations were the best. Okay, let's see. Can I actually get it, or will it just straight box it? You late. Where were you? Your fossil is back to life. It was Kabuto, I think. You want to give a nickname to this Kabuto? Yes, I do. Man. What's a good, smooth name? Let's see. Smooth car. Let's see. Let's go with images. I need to pick a good car name. I'm thinking of something just kind of flowy. Since it's time travel, how about a DeLorean? There you go. We'll go with DeLorean. DeLorean's a good one. We'll go with that. I should have called it DeLorean 88. That's what I should have called it. just as a nice, nice homage. Ponita. I don't think I have one. As a nice homage to, I'm gonna trade the amber in. I'm gonna do the amber. And I'm just gonna box it. Nickname changers in lavender if you want to add it. I do have a fossil. Old amber. There you go. Oh, my bad. My bad, dude. My bad. To the weird doctor. To the weird doctor. Definitely weird. So yeah, that puts us at 40, so that's cool. Next time we talk to... I'm trying to remember where that Oak 8 is. You can get an Everstone, I believe. Gone to Cincinnati on a couple family vacations, which I live in Ohio for what it's worth, so but those have always been fun. Going to Cincinnati is how I got, man, a freaking wheezing. Nice. Going to Cincinnati is how I got to hear MC Hammer in person. Not intentionally. Come on, 5. Whatever. Got to hear MC Hammer perform in concert, both before and after a baseball game. It's always the poison. Why do they always have to poison? Always poison. I guess I should just buy a bunch more antidotes, huh? But we did not know he was going to be there, so that was actually a lot of fun. Rock Tunnel Pokemon Center. What about the Rock Tunnel Pokemon Center? Oh, for the 8th the Everstone if you want it. Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know that I'll use it. I know there's always the advantage of, what you call it. If you do that, if, you know, give it to a Pokemon that you want to get better moves quicker. Since they learn them earlier. I don't want to spend that much on full heals. Okay, well I guess I'm going to fly to Viridian so that way I can buy just 10 more and you can get the experience share from East of Fuchsia. That'll be huge. Is it actually experience share in this one, or is it experience all? Because I know in like the originals it was experience all. No. Okay, so I'd have to get it now. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Experience share. Let's go. That will be big. That would be big time. That'll be big time. I'll probably actually get, what you call it? I'll probably actually get Dratini out of the daycare center at that point, if we actually get to 50. I should actually raise some of these Pokemon. That's what I should do. That would do wonders for me getting 50 Pokemon. All right, let's fly to Viridian so we can get a bunch of antidotes. Actually, let's fly to Cerulean. We'll check on him. We'll see where he's at. We'll see how Dratini's doing. I don't remember what level it was when I dropped it off there. Be honest with you. Buy antidotes. We're gonna buy. I could just buy. I'm gonna max out antidotes. Alright, let's go see. Let's go see how many levels he's gained. It's probably not a lot. It was a Dratini from the game corner, right? Yes. Yes, it was. Oh yeah, I gotta put that we have Cinnabar Island encounter is Kabuto. We nicknamed him DeLorean. He is captured. Pretty sure it's level 20 when you get it. Oh, you're probably right. I think you're right. Do I not have... Why is the bike not registered? What did I do? Change the controls. Okay. Oh, I wonder if there's a good Pokemon frame actually. I've been just doing a black frame the whole time. Let's see. Purple, gold, gray. That looks like kind of gold color. Silver, camo. We do a camo frame. You can't see it. That's kind of trippy. Checkered, green and flowers. That gives me like Yoshi's Island vibes. And do wood, dirt. Do like just straight up steel. Game Boy player. What else does that say? Man, I wish I could read what that bottom text says. What other frames? That's like Super Mario World right there. Red, blue. Ooh, dude, like a galaxy frame. Oh, heck yeah, we're gonna keep that. It's got the GameCube power light down there. Nice. Nice. Grown by 3. Okay. But I don't remember. I think that might make it almost level 30, actually. Makes me think of a GameCube. Well, seeing how that's what I'm playing it on, I think it's fitting. Let's put... We'll put old Hummer in the garage for a minute. Sure. You're great. Good job. Oh, not yet. Not yet. 29! Thunderwave, Twister, Dragon Rage, and Slam. Not bad. No, not bad at all. I've tried to go out of my way to take a lot of steps. We'll toss old Tuscan back in there. See you later, bud. It evolves at 30. Oh! Does it? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I believe. Maybe not. Nope, I don't. Okay. I thought I had a rare candy. But I guess not. Might as well evolve it and then put it back. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. We'll do that. Get a Dragonair. Should have just kept it in the first place. Okay. Let's go. We'll just go right down here. So that way I'm actually halfway close. Good old Tuscan. It can be a Tuscan Raider. I mean, I know it's actually Tucson. It's not Tuscan. Is 48 damage enough to KO a level 15 Pidgey in one shot? Yes, it is. Might be a minute, folks. Ooh, but is it enough for a level 16 Pidgey? Hmm. Ooh, so close. So close. That's unbelievable. Fox, do you have any good family vacation memories? Any wonderful times from your childhood? We were never really like beach families though. We another family vacation we went on one time. We went to Pittsburgh a few times. We wouldn't do like typically like full-blown vacations there, but we did one time. We actually took like a week and went to right around Pittsburgh and the Allegheny area. We went to Kennywood, which is a pretty neat amusement park if you've never been there. It's really cool because it's most of the rides there are actually on like the what you call it. They're historic landmarks, but they do still have some really cool rides. But we went to a baseball game. It was actually a pretty good game there too. And then we used to go to Vegas every summer to meet up with my aunt and uncle and cousins. Nice. I have never been to Vegas. I've been to Reno, never been to Vegas. Let's go with a slam. Maybe someday. I would like to go to Circus Circus if it's still out there. I don't know if it is though. But we went to Pittsburgh and we went to the baseball game, and I remember it was like a really good game. Like, it was actually a really they might have walked it off. I don't remember exactly how it all happened, but it was a good game. And I remember leaving and saying as we were walking out of the building, through the parking lot to the car, I remember saying, "This was great, great game. If we don't do anything else cool the whole rest of the time, like this game made it worth it." Like, I said that. And then I think it was the very next day. 'Cause if it wasn't the very next day, it was the day after. The engine in our van went out. Like, it died. And we spent an entire day at a dealership trying to get it fixed. I forget what they ended up doing. I know we ended up having to get a rental at one point. Like, we ended up with a rental car for the rest of vacation, whatever 2 or 3 days it was. I don't remember exactly. But I do remember that. We spent like 6 hours at a dealership. Me and, I don't even remember. I would have been 14, 15 then. My little sister was, real little. My younger brother was maybe 10, 9 or 10. Sitting there in that dealership just trying to find stuff to do. We did the floor is lava. They had like black and white tiles, and we would do like different runs where like the black tiles were lava or then the white tiles, and it was just back and forth. Good time though. My parents weren't really thrilled about the van breaking down, but that was a fun vacation. I'm not a gambling guy though, Fox, so I don't know how well I would enjoy Vegas. Casinos do not hold any attraction for me. Did I use my Route 6 encounter here? I don't think I did. I have not. So let's see if we can catch a Goldeen. I'm gonna go with the good rod. Aw, really? I'm gonna try one with the super rod. Psyduck, which I already have. Okay, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. We'll Psyduck. Status. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Well, that was our level 6 encounter, or our Route 6 encounter, rather, I should say. I gave it a whirl with the super rod, and it was Psyduck, so sorry, dude. Dragon Range. I don't know that I would say I have like a dream vacation, like if I could go anywhere, do anything kind of deal that I would like to do. I like to do a lot. You have the Versus Seeker, right? Might help with trainers for the tougher Pokemon. I don't know if I do or not. Probably? Yeah. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna have to use that to raise some Pokemon. Shoot. Let's go, Tuscan. Let's go. Get that work in. Get that work in. It charges between uses by walking, running, or biking. Okay. So many things that, like... How are you missing? Come on, dude. It's Caterpie. I know it's tiny, but... It ain't that small. At least not if the anime's to be believed. Weedle. Boo. What was the meme I saw today? Oh man, I wish I could remember what it was. But essentially it was all like 8-year-old me when the opponent uses a move that doesn't make my Pokemon lose health. And it was just like some dude smiling, whatever. And then it was like... Or no, I think it was like 8-year-old me when the opponent uses a stat change move instead of attacking me. And it was like a dude smiling. It was like 28-year-old me when the opponent uses a stat change move instead of attacking me. It was like this scared face. And I'm like, yeah, I can relate to that. I can relate to that. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you for the reminder. That is very, very loosely inspired by, without trying to be too political while I'm streaming, very loosely inspired by Jeb Bush's 2016. That was 2016. My gosh, it's been that long ago. His 2016 speech that he was making when he was still trying to get the primary nominee. And he said something that he thought was all great, and nobody responded, and so he was just like, please clap. I could not imagine feeling that humiliated, or being that defeated that you have to ask the audience to clap for you. I still don't really use stat moves. I don't either. But there are some strats that I might try. Just for funsies. Alright, this should be it. There we go, level 30. And just like that, Tuscan is evolving. Let's go. Dragonair. I still want to know though, like, how in the world were they all like, yeah, Dratini, little blue dragon snake, looks really cool. Yeah, Dragonair, bigger blue dragon snake, still looks really cool. Dragonite, big dopey orange thing with wings. Like, how does that work? At least for, like, the original Gen 1 Pokemon, essentially all of the evolutions make sense. You know, there are a couple that I might be like, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I'm not like, you know, whatever about it. How does what work? How is it, Fox, that they could look at Dratini and be like, okay, so Dratini's going to evolve. We're going to evolve it into this, you know, we're going to take this little blue dragon snake and we're going to evolve it into a bigger blue dragon snake. We'll call it Dragonair. Sure, that's great. You know, it still looks really cool. It's just a bigger version of the blue dragon snake. And then we're going to let the blue dragon snake evolve again, but this time, instead of being, you know, another blue dragon snake, because we already have Gyarados, we're just going to make it a big, giant, orange, dopey lizard with tiny wings. Like, what? I don't get it. I also don't understand how, there is a theory about Dragonite. Okay, so I am not that deep in the weeds when it comes to theory. I should evolve Eevee. That'd be another one. Like, most of them make sense. I do have questions too. I don't understand how Psyduck becomes blue when it evolves instead of yellow. But you know, Pokemon gonna Pokemon, I guess. What do we have in our lineup? I want to put Fiero back. I do not want Fiero in the box. One theory is that Gyarados and Dragonite used to be swapped. I mean, like, that might make sense. Another was that Dragonite was the OG Charizard design. I don't know that I would buy into the... I mean, maybe, I guess. Because you do have the little things that go off its head that kind of looks like Magikarp's whiskers on its face. So, I mean, I guess there's a little bit there. I don't really see it a whole lot of anyways. What do I want to bring with me? Realistically, none of these. Level 5. Man, what else did I have? What do I want to bring with me? We'll bring Civic. Golduck is blue because of Kappas. I should probably know what that is, but I don't. Also, turtle duck spirit thingies in Japan. Okay. instantly makes more sense. Also, I want to know, and I don't necessarily really mean I do want to know, like I'm just spitballing here. I want to know where they got the idea from that they thought, hey, it would be a really good idea if we put this mechanic in the game where certain monsters will only turn into, you know, they will only evolve if they give them to somebody else. Like, that just does not make sense to me. Marketing. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Like, I understand it. I just think it's kind of a crap mechanic. Now, granted, you know, Pokemon's going to do what Pokemon's going to do. I saw the report today that said that the Pokemon Company made $11 billion last year. So, you know, they must have the marketing thing. They must be doing quite all right. The real reason probably has legs in the hobby of bug collecting and trading. Probably. I mean, I know it was all that's what inspired it, but the old man wants to yell at a cloud for a second, Fox, alright? My Hilux is stuck as a Graveler because I don't have any way to trade it. If I could trade with older generations without using Pokemon Home. I wonder if Eviolite is in this game. I have no idea what that is. I don't know my stuff, Fox. That's what I'm gathering. Come on, dude. Eh. We'll take it. We'll take it. Free XP is free XP. Alright, what's our book going to tell us? The order? We christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. Ooh. Item to improve defense stats for Pokemon who can still evolve. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's a cool item. You're stupid, but whatever. I'm going to let you do what you want to do. And now I have to dig because there's the potential that a critical self-destruct would be enough to KO me. And I am not going to lose Hilux. Whee! Yeah, if I knew that I could trade... Nope, not in this game. Sad. Oh well, here's what it is. If I could trade with, if I could trade, like, Game Boy Advance to Game Boy Color, then I could trade this thing to... I actually have a, Pokemon Silver cartridge. And I do have multiple Game Boy Advances. I don't have a link cable, though, so I guess I'm still stuck. I just need to get a link cable. That's a question I want an answer to. Can you trade using a Game Boy player Oh, it only works for Coliseum and Gale of Darkness. Boo. Do you have the wireless adapters that came with Fire Red and Leaf Green? No, I do not. I bought this secondhand. It says you can use it for Game Boy Advance. Can you trade Pokemon? From GB to GBA. Probably not. No, I don't think so. You can migrate them. Oh, I should do that. Man, I should do that. I did not even think you could do that. I did not even think about that. What did you find? The fact that you can migrate your Pokemon from these games to Soul Silver and Heart Gold. I should do that. I wonder if... Migrating is probably not the same as trading, and I don't think I would be able to migrate them back. I'm assuming it's just like they copy it over. I don't think it's actually like sending it. Correct. Migration is a one-way street. Okay. Man, that's almost disappointing because I only have one DS though, so it wouldn't exactly work. Because I was gonna say I could just, you know, migrate them to Soul Silver, and then I have, shoot, what do I have? Assuming they're even in the decks, I do have White and White 2. And you need a DS with a Game Boy slot, which I do have a Game Boy. I do have a DS Lite. So we would be good there. I do want a fat DS, though. I want an original DS again. Now that I'm an adult and old enough and responsible enough to not abuse the hinge on it and break it, I want to get a fat DS. I think I had a Light for longer, but my heart is still tied to the original Fat Boy. Worked all summer to get one of those. Traded in, what did I trade in? Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. Ooh. Pokemon are American? Before you say anything, yes, I know that Y is based out of Paris and Black and White are based out of New York. And of course, Kanto and Johto are Japanese islands. I know this. Sword and Shield were Europe. Special attack, special defense. I'm gonna give it to Blazer. Both of them. Just because he's my boy. Blazer's my boy. I need to get him leveled up too. He's starting to fall behind. Well, USA and France more than just New York and France. I really need to actually beat these games. I've beaten X and Y. Sword and Shield, I've beaten the main game. I did not get Zacian like I started. Or maybe I did get Zacian. I don't remember. I don't think you actually... You have to fight the brothers or whatever. So I don't think I actually got him. I did beat the Pokemon League though. And then, what else? I have only briefly started White. I don't think I've started White 2. And then I have, I think, Sun or Moon. I don't remember which one though. And I haven't tried either of those. So many games to play. If I knew my silver cartridge would hold a save, I would do a Nuzlocke on one of that next. You know. But I don't have any guarantees on it, so I don't want to risk it. I replayed a majority of the Pokemon mainline games last year. It was worth it. And then I have the Brilliant Diamond. I think I have Brilliant Diamond. Yeah. Yeah, I have Brilliant Diamond, which I think I've only beaten one gym leader. Magnitude 7. I should just start saving my money and then just buy a copy of Pokemon Coliseum or Gale of Darkness. I know they're both stupid expensive. What I would actually really like to get is Pokemon Box. So that way I could have Ruby and Sapphire. That would be pretty cool. Also pretty expensive, but would still be pretty cool. Silly coughing. Tricks are for kids. Where's that other statue? I think it's right there by the steps. We'll go back and open it up and then we'll dig out of here so I can go heal this dude. Don't get Pokemon Box, it's not worth it. I mean, I know that, like, literally outside of having Ruby and Sapphire, there's no reason for me to get that now. It'd be a cool one to have in the collection. I want to know why. With the capability to hook up a microphone to the Nintendo Switch, how come? Why have we not gotten? Why have we not gotten Hey You Pikachu on NSO yet? That's what I want to know. What gives, Nintendo? Come on. I need an interactive Pikachu pal. I remember renting that from Blockbuster. Might have played it for like 2 hours. Maybe. If even that. Cool concept back when like Tamagotchis were all the rage. I never had an official Tamagotchi. Never did. My brother had one. I did not. I had a Buzz Lightyear Tamagotchi. Well, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Buzz Lightyear. It wasn't Buzz Lightyear. It was Buzz Lightyear's spaceship, but it was the alien. I have the original Pikachu pedometer Tamagotchi thing. Nice. Nice. I do remember that. I also used to have the original Tiger Electronics Pokedex. And that thing was slick, man. I've looked those up. They're so expensive now. Just like everything from, 20 years ago, because nostalgia makes it instantly cost a lot more money. Fox, can you tell me anything about card captors? I know that's kind of off the wall. I'm only wondering just because I was reminded of old animes. It's because I'm thinking about 25 years ago. And I remember card captors. Card captors Sakura, I don't know. I just remember like the opening theme. It was like card captors. I don't remember the rest of it. It was the girl that essentially looked like the young magician. Maybe not. I probably just remember like the young magician card from Yu-Gi-Oh. It was like Sailor Moon meets Yu-Gi-Oh! And I went, yeah, that's exactly what it was. I remember that show. Did not watch much of it, but I do remember it. Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo. This place is like huge, man. It's like big, dude. It's like massive, bro. Mewtwo. Magnitude 10. Magnitude 10. I only remember one of the first few episodes involved her getting a bite card. Oh, Magnitude 10. Let's go. Let's go. Hylick's doing work. Doing work on this Ninetales. I really don't remember like hardly anything about the show except for the intro. And even then, I only remember the card captors line. So I basically don't even remember that. A secret switch, press it. Yeah, let's press it. Let's do it. Do it. I don't want to go upstairs. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Tendo, bro? Why are you going up the stairs? There's no reason to go up the stairs. The fire puppy has intimidated the giant rock biped with arms. Let's see. Intimidation is weird. I mean, like, I appreciate it for what it is, but some of the Pokemon, like, you would think that there would be like some kind of matchup with that, like that, you know, a Pokemon like you would think that once you get to a certain level point that like intimidation would not work, but excuse me, I think I already went this way. I wish they made intimidation stronger if the enemy Pokemon was weak to current Pokemon. That would be a good one too. Silly coughing. It doesn't even do anything. Okay. I recently found out as well that one of my favorite episodes of Dexter's Laboratory was the result of a 6-year-old sending a recording to the animators. Just sent them a tape recording, and so they listened to it and decided to make an episode out of it. And I think that's really neat. Twitter's a great place, folks. You learn a lot of stuff on there. As long as you follow the right accounts. Don't follow any of the goobers. Like, I don't mean to criticize anybody that's on Twitter that's all like, oh, Twitter is such a terrible place. It's just so toxic. And I'm not saying that there are not toxic people on Twitter. Yes, there are people that absolutely are not worth your time interacting with, you know. And you shouldn't. You should just leave them be. But at the same time, if you're following the right people, the right accounts, Twitter's a lot of fun. The jokes on Twitter are unmatched. There's no better app that you can get on that is just such a constant churn of like smart, witty comedy among just the vast depth to what else is there. Twitter's the best. I love Twitter. I can't get enough of Twitter. Cannot get enough. Although I will say, like, when it comes to social media in general, I think I am realizing more and more that I am essentially just a professional lurker. All right, let's turn. Maybe we'll turn this one off. I don't do nearly enough, like, actually interacting with people on Twitter. I mostly just scroll and like stuff and watch videos. I'll comment occasionally, but not very often. How is it that every single Raticate has an orange berry? Why? Why? Just leave me alone, dude. Leave me be. Alright, press the secret switch. Who wouldn't? Probably your mother. Oh, got him. Got him. Oh, crap. This is not good. That's not good. Super potion! Away! So we raided out the Goobosaurus last week. How far are you in the mansion? I think I'm still walking around on the first floor. We raided out the Goobosaurus last week. Okay, so I can't get that, right? Unless there's another switch over here. And this dude was telling me like these wild Nuzlocke rules. And I'm just like, yeah, there's no way. So it was like hardcore Nuzlocke rules. I'm like, I thought the level cap was hardcore enough. And he's like, no, dude. He's like, there are people out there that, excuse me, make it a rule that you can't even use heal items outside of battle. I'm like, dude, there's no way. There's no way I'm doing that. No way. Have you ever attempted any hardcore runs, Fox? Because this is what he was talking about. He was talking about hardcore rules, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing hardcore. Nope, never. Like, it doesn't even sound fun. It just sounds super miserable. And I am not about that life. I have never once fired up Pokemon and said, you know what, I'm going to just torture myself. Actually, that's not true. That's not true at all. Probably the second or third playthrough that I had of Pokemon Silver, when I went to the Elite Four and I knew I was like way under level, like my best Pokemon might have been level 40. I totally knew I was in for a bad time, but I was going to try it anyways. And I just maxed out on full restores and revives, because that's always been my go-to strat. Really? This dude's going to smoke screen me? What a fart. What a fart. I prefer monotype runs. Like, I like the idea of that too, because, I mean, it's, you know, you think of all the gym leaders, like, gym leaders are monotypes. So why not be a monotype trainer? Pass for a gym leader. I have no idea. I guess I should heal and go restore all of my moves. This turd. These coughing turds, I'm telling you. Let's go. Level 43. Alright, I'm passing out off to bed. Have a good night. Good luck with Blaine if you fight him today. Thanks, Fox. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good weekend. I will catch you later. I would like to get to Blaine tonight, but we'll see. I am not making much progress. That much I can tell you. Not making much progress at all. Alright, so all the way on the top floor we can't advance. That switch is off. Is there another switch somewhere? Oh, there's another set of stairs. Okay. That's what we needed to find. We need to find the other stairs. Silly me. That's what we were missing. Good job, Hylux. We need to take the other stairs. Duh. There we go. That's what we wanted. Let's see what's going on over here. Anything besides just a one iron? What does iron do? That's either attack or defense. I just don't remember which one. Defense. Yes, we will. We want Hylux to be a freaking chunk. We're hoping for. Magnitude. Secret switch. All right, Raticate. Magnitude 9. Magnitude 9. Magnitude 9. Ooh, 8. Will 8 be enough? Yeah. Got him. Quit biting me. Excuse me. Alright, let's give him a super potion. Woo! You're a mentor? What kind of mentor freak do you have? Ooh, does levitate work? Or is he gonna actually be able to get hit because of that? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I probably should have swapped Clubman, but you know. I just didn't. Voltorb. Rock on rock. Let's go. You rock, dude. See ya. GG's. GG's, bro. GG's. Eradicate, eradicate, oh la 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 la, eradicate. Boom, boom, boom. This dude. Giant big old buck teeth. Look at you, bro. Get out of here, my guy. We're almost level 44. I think that'll make him the highest ranking, highest level member of our collection. I believe. I believe so. Man, you need to use magnitude 8, dude. Magnitude 8 to wipe these dudes out. Alright, 7 was good enough, I guess. I'll take it. Woo, level 44! Oh, okay, that was all that was down there. Okay. HP up. Give my dude some more HPs. No, 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 no. I'm gonna go this way. This way. Ooh, oh my gosh. I am a needlessly sleepy person. I say needlessly. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning because, you know, my kiddo decided not to sleep. It is what it is, though. It's part of parenting. It comes with the territory. You just put him back to bed and go back to bed yourself. And that's the end of it. Oh, excuse me. Pew! Okay, well, that's really not anywhere I wanted to land, but whatever. At least I don't think so. Let's dig. Dig, dig, dig. I done dig it. I diggy dig it. Ooh, goodness, goodness, goodness. I should not be this tired. Yeah, throw rocks at the little mouse. Little mousy dude. Do we go anywhere over here? No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. I don't know how they think like that ever works on people. There may be one or two. I've seen videos of people that view bot, but I'm not going to do that. That makes no sense to me. Why would you just want to inflate your numbers like that? They're not even real people. There's no engagement. Like, yeah, the view count might be high, but so what? Yeah, I guess we'll go look. I bet I want to go back downstairs and hit that switch and then go upstairs. Assuming that door is open when I hit the switch. Assuming so. Probably should not assume so, but you know. Bye, Growlers. It's nice knowing you. Okay, so it is shut right now. Huh. Well, I guess we'll see if it opens up when I hit the switch over here. It has more defense. Has more defense than it should. I don't like it. Remember, folks, 47 is the cap. Can't go beyond that and still use it. Until we beat Blaine. Which hopefully shouldn't be too difficult once we get this dude all the way maxed. Shouldn't be, but it doesn't mean that that's how it's gonna be. Things change all the time. I bet I don't even need to go upstairs. Magnitude 10. Magnitude 10. It's gonna be 6. Oh, I should have guessed 9. Man, that's a high level Eradicate. Nothing over here. Maybe I was supposed to go that way. I think I might have got this mixed up. Shoot, let's go back downstairs and see. There you go, Hilux. Good job, buddy. What we want are those one-hit KOs. We want them one-shots. Oh, man. I need a yawn button. Or like a cough button, you know? We're about there. Oh, back down the steps. No, I don't think actually I'm supposed to come this way. Okay, so there's literally nothing there. Okay. Well, that answers that question, so we'll go reset the switch. We'll try to actually fall the right way this time. Magnitude 4. Geez, that's gonna do like nothing. Can't believe it even did that much. Flame wheel looks really cool in gold and silver. Apparently it's actually a pretty trash move, and that makes me sad. Because I like that move. Level 45! Earthquake, yes! Man. I think we get rid of Rock Throw here, honestly. Bye, Rock Throw. Enjoy your Earthquake, though. That's actually super dope. Super dope! Stop it. Oh my goodness, there's so many wild Pokemon. Gotta fight 'em all, gotta fight 'em all. Pokemon. Is Earthquake a one-shot for a level 32 Rock Kick? Yes, it is. Excellent. I pressed it. I pushed the button. I pushed it. Yeah, magnitude 7. Oh, let me sit up. There we go. That's better. That's better. Vision's a bit blurry. I guess we'll go down there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. We'll go see. Actually, I think that's... Is it the way that I fall? I don't know. Get him! Get him, Hylix. Get him. One more. Oh, you turd. You turd. That's exactly why I wanted you to beat him. I'm tired of that. Tired of that. Okay, let's dig. Actually, no, let's go down here. Let's go down here. Okay, there's nothing down there. Never mind. Let's not go down there, because there's nothing down there. Earthquake! Earthquake! Let's go. Pokemon dig. I do want to escape and return to Cinnabar Island so I can go heal my Pokemon and restore all the PP for my moves. I will do that. Thank you. Thank you, Nurse Joy. I appreciate you and your service to the Pokemon community. Can I ride indoors? Nope, can't ride indoors. Okay. I wasn't sure. Leave me alone, Professor. Rock Blast! Hit me with a smoke screen. Come on, dude. What is that? See ya. See ya. I'd actually have to go all the way around here. Rock blast. Charizard versus Magma was another one of those like all-time great Pokemon battles. I remember that. I remember really enjoying those episodes. Bingo. Bingo. Intimidate. You're not even that intimidating. Woo! Getting closer to level 46. Alright, let's try this again. We went down that way already. Let's go down this way. See where we land. That's where we wanted to land. That's what we wanted. Easy peasy. Okay. You can just do that too. No, I will not change Pokemon, actually. Instead, I will use Rollout. You would use Smokescreen. GG's, folks. 46. Hylix, you are a beast. In fact, you are so much of a beast, I'm gonna have to quit using you here in a minute. 1 Carbos. What is that? I don't think that's speed. It is speed. Let's go with Hylix. It won't have any effect. Which means we've raised it to its max. That won't have any effect. What about Clubman? Okay. Make Clubman super fast. Stop it. Stop it. You don't mean that. Okay, so this is a door, but it's a door to what? How did that work? What? What? Come on now. Not cool, man. We'll run. Let's, actually... Let's work on somebody else. Let's work on Huayra. Getting old Huayra leveled up. Yeah, make them pay. Man, I was really hoping to be further along here, guys. I really thought we'd get the Blaine tonight. But I guess not. At least our Dragonair is getting a ton of steps. That's one positive. Might be the only one, but still, better than nothing. Press the switch. I can't, it's across the room. Can't reach it. It's over there. It's over there, chat. I'm looking right at it. Excuse me. Excuse me again, folks. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Surf sub, dude. Everybody's going surfing. Surfing in a bar. Oh, I probably can use bite. That's alright. That's alright. What else we got? What else we got? Is there anything else up here? A switch. I can't go to. Alright, we got a door there. Freaking ditto, what? Dang, dude. Dang. Dang, I actually want to catch that. Oh well. I should probably swap the club. Can we hit with a hydro pump here, folks? Let's see. Hydro pump! Yeah! And it was a crit. Nice. I might regret this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Can always swap. Can always swap if we need to. Burglar. He's trying to burgle me. Herga burglar. Let's go with dig. Since I am faster. Oh, that should have been enough. Bogus little hillbilly. Good job, Clubman. Good job. Level up. Level up. No, we will not switch. I dig it, baby. I dig it. fire spin. That's what I thought. It's not that bad though. See you, pal. Got him. Got him. Got him. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Well, that's what happens when you make an evil Pokemon out of a good Pokemon. It says, I hate you. You must die. And then it turns a 10-year-old boy into stone. It makes Pikachu clones slap a real Pikachu back in the face, and they just slap each other back and forth. Actually, I don't remember if they slap each other back and forth or not. I think it's just the one just like doesn't fight it, and the other one just lets it. I think Ash's Pikachu just lets it slap it. I don't remember. Speaking of which, I almost bought a Pokemon DVD the other day. They had Pokemon, the movie, Pokemon 2000, Pokemon 3, all on DVD. One full restore. Ooh. For $10. $10 for all three of them together. And I almost bought it. And then I didn't. Oh, this turd. Play it safe. Play it safe here. Like I said, we're going to play it safe. I do not like them, Sam I am. Surf's up, dude. Alright, let's see what's up here. Let's go see. There's a dude. Super potion. Let's use another one. You're a nerd, dude. You're a nerd. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Terrible matchup. Just a terrible matchup. Actually, I'm just gonna play it safe here. Oh, that was the other rule set. You couldn't swap your Pokemon. Had to set your battle type to set, and then you had to. I'm not gonna change because I don't want. I want to use dig, but I'm scared that that dude's gonna try to use self-destruct. I mean, obviously he's not now, but he could have. And that would have probably, for sure, one-shotted our boy Clubman, and I don't want to do that. What was what for, dude? What do you mean, what was that for? You're in an underground lair with no adult supervision. And you're out here trying to fight 10-year-olds. Blizzard, nice. That's huge. Huge. Not for Blaine, but that'll be big for Lance. If we get that far. Hopefully we get that far. Go, Huayra. Use Surf. Gotta get that XP somehow, right? I know it's just me, a little 10-year-old boy, just cruising on through. Having a good time, having a good time. We're just two dudes and we're having a good time, having a good time, having a good time. Flinch. Flinch. Bogus. You should have flinched. Flinch that time. One secret key. I think the secret key is what we used to get in the Pokemon gym. Solar beam, nice. I guess we could just dig, right? I'm just trying to actually get Huayra leveled up. One shot, one shot, one shot. Nice. 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 Level up. Level up. Yeah, let's get out of here. Whee! Huzzah! The secret key works. Alright, fun fact. I am not ready to fight Blaine. There's your fun fact for the day. Not ready to do that. They are not leveled up enough. I don't think. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Let's see. Nuzlocke tracker. Blaine. Growlithe we can take easily. Ponyta we can take easily. It's Rapidash and Arcanine that I would be worried about. And probably definitely Arcanine over Rapidash, just because of the level disparity. I just don't think I want to try it. I think I'd rather raise Gyarados quite a bit. You know what? I'm gonna see if he has any trainers in his gym. I don't know if he does or not. I don't think so. I mean, I know he doesn't in Gold and Silver, but I don't remember about the remake. I don't remember about Fire Red and Leaf Green. Oh, Grimer. Can't believe it. I could have caught a Growlithe, could have caught a Grimer, could have caught a Ditto. Been so many great Pokemon. Oh yeah, there's trainers in here. Question is, do they all have fire Pokemon? They should. Doesn't mean anything though. because they should doesn't mean they will. Let's see. Maybe we'll get to Blaine. See, like that I think is stupid. If they both have Intimidate, the Intimidate should just cancel out. But I don't make the rules. I just play the game. I just play the game. Yeah, throw out a better Pokemon so I can get more experience. What? It's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. And I got burned? Are you serious? Come on now. No, I'm definitely hit with a surf. I was just gonna use a twister, but no. Nope. You burn me, I will wipe you out. Do I have any burn heals? I think so. Let's scroll up. Yeah. How hot? How hot can they breathe? Tell me. I must know. Is it hot enough that they can melt some water? Turn it into steam. Can they vaporize the water that I'm going to surf all over them with? Probably not, I'm guessing. Nice. Good job, Quira. Almost level 42. Be real close after that. One more battle. I think. I can't win. I studied Pokemon thoroughly, guys. I cannot win. We'll see about that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. Because I'm going to wipe you out with my water dragon. Oh, come on, dude. Really? Bogus. So bogus. I should have swapped to Clubman there. I didn't know because I was greedy. Level 42. Doing work. Prowess, Intimidate. Whatever, dude. Alright, let's go heal up. It's not necessarily I need to heal up, I just need to restore all my moves. Let's go. Let's go do some more fights. I think I'm gonna get all the way up to Blaine and then save it tonight. A friend of the stream, Bree, who I've been lately playing some League of Legends with on Friday. She is streaming some Chained Up or Chained Together. I think it's Chained Up is what it's called. So I'm going to pop over there to watch that. So we're going to get to Blaine tonight, and then we'll save it. Man, that's a high-level Ponyta. Let's see if we can hit it with a Hydro Pump. One Hydro Pump should do the trick. We just actually have to hit it. Nice. Well done, Huayra. That's big. I know why Blaine became a trainer. Well, I'm glad you know. If you think I care, though, you're wrong. Sadly mistaken. Oh, Rapidash. Okay. Okay. Same strat. Hydro Pump. Same result. One shot. Nice. Best suits your style. How does it best suit your style? That's what I want to know. What about it suits your style? I call lies. Because everybody else here is a criminal. Forget you, Growlithe. Nobody likes you. That's why you one-shot so easy, because nobody likes you. Well, we'll get to level 43 before we get to Blaine, I think. Right, because he's not going to be the next one. Yes, it is. That's why I have a water Pokemon. You're absolutely correct. The real question is, though, guys, should I actually take a full party into Battle Blaine? I only say that because, Growlithe and Arcanine both know Roar, which is a Pokemon swap move. So I almost think maybe I should not, just so that way whatever they use it against, when I bring it into battle, like, it'll still be good to use against them. That may be the strat that we go with. Oh, 43, nice. Still not good enough to fight this man. But better. A couple more levels. I think. Alright, folks, we're gonna go to a Pokemon Center, we're gonna heal up, and we're gonna get out of here. Slowly but surely, guys, we're making it. We're making it through. We're making it through. Alright, guys, that's another 2 hours of Pokemon in the book. We are up to 41 now. We still got 6 badges. We're right up to Blaine. We're right there. We'll get him next Friday. So here we go. Let's throw this over here. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to sit up here because I look like I'm slouching. I look big time slob like that. My hair's messed up too. Whatever. Oh, so good stream tonight. We did get Dragonair, which is cool. We got Kabuto, which is cool. We got through the Pokemon Mansion, which is cool, so now we're up to Blaine. So we at least made progress. Not as much as I was hoping. That's just because I fumbled around in the mansion like an idiot for forever. But Hylix is level 46, Choir is level 43, so they're both in pretty good shape for Blaine. I think truthfully, just like if I probably should take extra time for Clubman, because I think he's only level 34. So he would be another good one, but I don't know that I want to take that much time because it'd be good to have a third Pokemon to go against him. I just don't know if I'm gonna need it. He'd be good for Giovanni though too. So maybe I should. I don't know, because I know we have the Sevi Islands too. Fox was telling me about that in Discord yesterday, I think. Yesterday or earlier today, I don't remember. But that's going to be it for me tonight. We are going to raid out to Bree, who's playing some Chained Up. I believe that's what it's called. No, there it goes. There it goes. Let me get this raid message up here. Raid 1. Raid 2. There we go. Let's raid Bree. Where you at, Bree? Let's go with following. Chained Together. I'm sorry, that's what it's called. Chained Together. Let's raid it. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.